The Reindeer Game, a radio play by T.L. James Glenn, based on his short story. Presented by the Different Directions Radio Club.
Murder is an ugly crime in any climate, but when it happens in the picture postcard beauty of the snowy north, it seems particularly grotesque. Cities near the Arctic Circle are usually quiet places, even as the holidays approach. They are full of folks who've elected to leave the hustle and bustle of down south cities or who work for the old Nick himself in one of the satellite shops that make toys for the big day, which was only a week away. Most people and elves, and even the wildlife, go about their business peacefully, leaving the cycle of the seasons with nothing amiss. When they don't, I get called in to set things right. I'm a cop. We were working the Serious Crimes Division out of the Moose Jaw Precinct when we got the call.
Headquarters to Christmas. We have a report of a 1002. Grandma deceased. Possible crime. Location, Cloth Circle Drive, number 300.
My name's Christmas. Joe Christmas. My boss was Captain Kringle. My partner was Kenny Krampus. Yep, one of the big, hairy Christmas demons that work with the big guy now. Sort of a Yeti with attitude, but Kenny's okay, a good partner even if he's almost twice my size. Me and my furry compatriot filed into the police auto sled and headed off to the northernmost suburb of the town past the unsuspecting revelers making their last-minute holiday purchases. We headed to a little trailer park near the river.
Dead all right. Trampled.
His uniform cap slid off his head where he had jammed it between his horns as he leaned over to look at the moo-moo and muck-like wearing corpse. He just picked up the hat and repositioned it between the curling horns as he spoke.
It's like reindeer tracks, Joe.
It was true. Hoof prints marked the mud in front of the trailer of old Mother Gisander. They paraded into and over her body, then left bloody, muddy marks up the side of the trailer.
Looks like it goes all the way, straight up the trailer.
Yep, flying reindeer, looks like. That left us to interview the only witness, a delivery man, a guy named Smith from Hevero.com, that big online company that had taken so much of the commerce from local stores.
I swear, it just jumped up and down on her, snorting and squawking.
He was a thin guy in a crisp new brown uniform with a little nervous stick in his left eye that made it seem like he was winking all the time. You say you saw the whole attack, Mr. Smith?
Well, no, not really, not the whole thing. I was in my truck getting a package ready. We organized our routes, to make it easier to get all our deliveries in our area done on time, efficiently,
Uh-huh. The facts, sir. Did you or did you not see the actual attack? Kenny was sniffing around the body, literally, his Krampus senses on high as he searched for clues. Having Kenny with me was like having a walking, hairy crime lab.
Yes, well, I had pulled over there to sort my route and was in the middle of it when I heard this swishing noise and a scream and then this thumping. And when I came out, that horrible antlered thing with the red nose was just finishing stomping on her and ran up the side of the trailer with its bloody hooves and flew away.
I waited while the delivery person dealt with emotions. Civilians are like that. They don't see what we see. Not that we're not human, well, except for Kenny and his like, or have no emotions, but we in law enforcement have to remain professional about it. It is not an easy job, but it has to be done. Kenny caught my eye, and I watched as he ambled over to the delivery truck, doing his best to seem casual about it, though there was not much chance of a furried and horned creature like Kenny ever looking casual.
Yes, I see this. Joe, you come here.
Excuse me, sir. Okay, Kenny, what do you think? Do we put a call into the workshop to have Rudolph brought in?
Gonna put a kink in the big man's schedule. Me mean this late in December if he loses his lead slide puller to this, it'd be bad.
Kenny waggled his shaggy head at me and pointed into the back of the truck. Among the chaos of boxes, I saw what he was looking at. One of those grabber things used to get things down from high shelves. Maybe we wouldn't have to make that call. We exchanged a look, and I knew it was time to play good cop, Krampus cop with Master Smith. You say you saw the killer, Mr. Smith?
Yes, I did.
A reindeer.
Kenny was sort of perfect as the bad cop in these days.
Yes, absolutely. Four-hooved, red-nosed monster freak.
Or the antlers?
Yeah, I said it. Big muscle thing with a big red nose and hooves. It was awful and so bloody.
And you actually saw it trample Granny?
Well, no, I said I heard most of it, and then I saw just the end of it as the darn thing skipped up the side of the trailer and flew away.
An antlered reindeer?
Yes! What do I have to do to convince you, knuckleheads? I saw what I saw. An antlered reindeer with a red nose. I told you.
Where are you from, Mr. Smith? Down south?
What did that have to do with anything?
You answer question.
From New York. I came up this last summer. That darn flying antlered menace killed that woman.
That clinches it, right, Kenny?
Yes, Joe, it does.
Okay then, cuff him, Kenny.
What? No!
Smith avoided the grab, and when Kenny spun to get him, took off. But I'm the sprinter in the team, so I was through Kenny's legs and hit Smith at knee height with my shoulder. He went down like the price of beaver pelts. In a few moments, we had him wrapped for shipping to jail.
How did Joe know to arrest Mr. Smith for the murder of Grandma Gysander? See if you can solve the mystery by the end of the program. We'll be right back after this.
Dentists know what cleans teeth best. And over 4,000 dentists say Colgate tooth powder with a 2-minute routine gets teeth sparkling and super clean. So to remove dull film and get your teeth shining clean, just brush teeth 2 minutes morning and night with Colgate tooth powder.
Mr. Smith, you are under arrest for the murder of Grandma Gysander. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
How did you...
How did we figure you killed her? You really be city boy.
What do you mean you just got nothing on me?
I beg to differ, Mr. Smith. Kenny saw the grabber in your truck. My bet is you stuck a fake hoof on it, and that you used to club the woman to death and make the fake tracks around the body and up the trailer.
And we sniffed a bloodstained uniform in one of those sacks. The one you wear is too crisp this far out on the root.
You're just guessing. You ain't got nothing. I tell you, I saw the red-nosed antlered freak.
What was it, Smith? The stress of competing with the big guy for gift delivery, or the lack of sunlight up here? It drives lots of you Southerners nuts.
Yeah, what else make a Southerner mistake?
She had to complain about the wrong package. I just had it. I guess I snapped. What do you keep saying? Southerner mistake.
Simple. Male reindeer lose their antlers in early December. Everyone snowbred knows that.